What's up, y'all, and welcome to Final Circle. I am your host, Yeso, as we look to wrap up this recent week of Series E and look forward at next week. What is Series E, you might ask? Well, it's pretty simple. Series E is a professional Apex Legends open circuit that anyone can join. Our best teams from our open qualifiers have been drafted and signed by our 9 partner brands. Those players now make $750 a month salary, as well as have the opportunity to compete weekly for points and prize money against some of the best open qualifier teams on Tuesday and the top pro teams across North America and Europe on Wednesday. Our schedule is pretty simple. As I mentioned, Tuesday night, we've got open night. 4:30 start for our pre-show, and we kick off the games at 5 p.m. Pacific. On Wednesday, everything starts at 2:30 with games kicking off at 3. Do want to make note, though, bit of a schedule change for next week. We will not be on Tuesday and Wednesday for the following week. We will bump those to April 9th, that Friday. Same start time for our open night, 4:30 for the pre-show, 5 o'clock Pacific for the games, and then April 10th, Saturday. Again, 2:30 start for pre-show, 3 o'clock for game time. You aren't going to want to miss out. As you can see on my left right now, here are the teams that we got to check out this past Tuesday. 11 open entry teams that anybody can apply for competed against our 9 branded squads. So if you and your squad want to get in on the action, head over to matcherino.com/ESA to try and get in on the action and try and be one of our next Series E pros. Now, let's go check out on how things went down Tuesday night.
Fall here as Pop-Tarts looking for more kill points. Applejacks turning around onto Charlotte Phoenix, though, it looks like, as they are well in that fight. Mercy, the first one to fall as the scan comes out from Rollers. He pushes up. That's the 3v2 advantage for Team Applejacks.
Directly in front of them as Pop-Tarts now just waiting because they were on the slow side like you were talking about. Punches coming in through as Aves does have to reload, but now Pop-Tarts realize the situation. They see the third-party opportunity, and they're going to take it.
Yeah, now it's just one last player remaining here as, again, these Octane pads are making it a little bit difficult. Red Evo, as we join on board with Team Pop-Tarts down here by launch. They have a team ahead of them. The scan comes out, and the hammer points with the P20 putting in work as Designify goes down. Now it's a 1v3 that Pop-Tarts. Now they'll be playing a man down here in the top 8 as Team Cheesehead are making their move onto this car. You gotta be careful as they go in for the peaks. Do they have any utility? Do they have any nades to try and flush them out? Impulsive Dream has the PK in the back pocket. It is a 1-for-1 exchange, but it's now down to a 2v1. Team Pop-Tarts will survive the push and be
actually fights on the outside and has some sort of gentleman's agreement that we're not going to go to some sort of heal off and have the Wraiths hit the queue. So now everybody has to make their way outside the door, and there you see it. The zone actually is going to end directly outside in the middle of the building. So this is huge for the players that are on top of the roof here. That's going to be Team Applejacks. PK doing some serious work. Duplex realizes that player's trapped inside. That's going to be Bronzy, and that's all she wrote is Applejacks putting in work.
And that's 2 games down to a heal off. We do have the gold armor for Hakulos, so maybe if he can find the timings there. We'll find out in just a moment. Rings now starting to close in as the Team Pop-Tarts members are trying to reconnect.
I like this play. Take the high ground, take the bridge, focus this player right here. It's Impulsive Dream who did get the battery off. Now they full send it with a double bubble. There's the other bubble coming in from Stomps. The knock already comes through. Now we're in a 1-versus-1. Stomps connecting with some big shots, has to reload. Busts out the R301, and who wins? It's Pop-Tarts and Stomps. Nutty play.
Triple take can put in massive work from the side here. Rakinishu peeking from up top. And now they're getting laid into. 3 squads remaining at the 3v3v3 as somehow they survive. But for how long as Rakinishu gets that knock? Bird comes in with the knock on to Prodigy Aces, and now they're just down to Joey Blackout. The top 3 here as he wants to try and secure at least top 2 for his team. But he is ported out, taking a lot of damage there, falling back, and he will fall. It's all up to GS Bird left in this 1v3 as his teammates bleeding out, and Lonely Fans coming in for the third party to finish this one all off. They're a little bit silent throughout the game, but they will be able to take this win here in game number 4.
Kraber gonna go in the hands of Mercy with 7 bullets here, so all eyes on him as they do have the zone, and 152 right there onto the Wraith.
This ring with still a minute left to go. Plenty of time to try and find an opening like that one. It is closing in on them. Here comes the EMP. Do they have the combo to work with, as it looks like Charlotte Phoenix will be able to just come in for the third party. Both teams going in on each other now. They do have utility to back this up as well. The Arcs are on one side, but they did get jumped on over. They'll get the knock onto Fury, and Team Pringles now just down to a solo as Pride goes for the low ground peak. He does have his Q to work with. He will pop that. No, he goes down. Charlotte Phoenix left in this 2v2 as they will go ahead and finish this one off, getting right on top of him. Charlotte Phoenix will take game number.
We're in the runnings with Applejacks and also with Charlotte, as well as the team towards the left is just being bullied at this point, and you can see exactly where the zone is going to be ending here very shortly as Pop-Tarts gets taken down. It's the Mastiff into the face of Stomps as Phony's still just looking over here with that EVA 8. And he's going to be laying down some nice shots as that player did get a battery off. The flush does come through. Presley now with your kill lead with 5 kills too, but he's on the low ground, so they may have to drop.
Oh no, Impulse picks that one up, punishes him for that. Remember, that's the Gibraltar, so they won't have the fast res. They go for the peak. Hit for the armor once again. They get the knock on to Lucas, and it's down to a 1v1 though. He needs to instantly thirst someone or something here as Team Pringles were in a great 2. Charlotte Phoenix are still in this. Will they be able to get the win and finish it off with the dub as well? There's the knock onto Fury, and now it's a 2v1. Charlotte Phoenix.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was pretty sick. Lots of awesome action and games on Tuesday night. As you can see on my left, we can check out how the standings shook out. Now, Charlotte Phoenix, you see them at the top, a whopping 97 points on our Mobile One leaderboard. Really impressive work from them. That's 2 weeks in a row that they have topped the charts in our open night, so they have set very high expectations for themselves as the season continues. Now, you can see just behind them, Team Pop-Tarts, Team Applejacks, the 2 partner teams that really impressed the most on Tuesday night. Team Pop-Tarts now up, should be at the top of the standings here. They had a rough season 1, but Farmer Lucas really has this roster clicking. We also do want to note Applejacks. It's Aves was clinical Tuesday night. Really impressed by his performance. You guys are definitely going to want to keep an eye on him as the season continues. A couple more partner teams to close out the top 5. We had Team Razor in 4th, Team Pringles just behind them in 5th. Pringles came into the week sitting in 1st place in the standings for our branded teams. Weren't quite as impressive. They closed out the day solid, but the first 3 or 4 games was not what we were looking for from them. We'll have to see if they can switch things up next time around. But now we can take a look at our leaderboard for our non-partnered teams so far. These squads are battling it out to try and earn a spot in Season 3 of Series E. You can see Turtle Club up at the top, 106 points for them. They're looking strong, as well as Lonely Fans, 77 points. It is quite a significant gap. They've got to make up some ground, but I was really impressed with what I saw from Lonely Fans last night, so we'll have to definitely continue to keep an eye on them. Cruelty in 3rd there. Remember, all these teams battling it out for a spot in next season. Now, Wednesdays, as I said, is our pro night, so we still got those same 9 branded squads, but now competing against some of the top pros from all across North America and Europe. You can see big names up there: Sentinels, TSM, CLG. These are some banger squads that are going to be tough to beat. Let's see how things shook out Wednesday night.
With the help of Tanner Slays, not on their squad, we'll be able to push this. Pyrodex will be the next one to fall, and it looks like they'll be able to finish him off. 194! How the hell do you survive that? But now, Snipedown does have to back off, and he will for the time being. TSM once again win the priority position for this ring, looking to close this one out. 4 squads remaining now as 303 falls.
Is that Snipedown? He's moving like he's not playing on controller. I mean, it looked like Snipedown's shots, but the movement seemed a little bit fast from Snipedown. It looked, maybe he, maybe he drank a Rockstar or something like that before this game started. He's out of his mind right now. Look at these guys going absolutely nuts, dropping down. No fear in this dojo, chasing down this last player over towards the side. I believe that is going to be Crummy on this team, and no, that's all of that squad down immediately, and then they're going to just
1v3 as the res does come out. Refs throwing down the defensive bombardment right on top of it. Might be able to get the knock. Do get the res. The armor swap is there, and Pure Hell instantly turns around with the 301 before he falls, but he did a lot of damage, allowing Seth to come back in. Refs is still alive, fighting inside the bubble in this 2v2. They get the knock, and it's going to be third impact who steal Sorting Factory as Hal spots one out. What is that? The R301. Imagine if he had an actual mag on that thing. He's going to go ahead and full send it with that jump pad. Again, buying time for this ring to try and do work for them, but all of the squads are basically underneath here as things slow down. Dropping down as the bubbles have been used. Baxlon is on his own. But with the help of Madness, they get the knock on to Casper. They drop down. Now Lou picks that one up with the massive. He needs to reload as he goes for the armor swap as well. And CLG
goes down, and that's going to be timed perfectly with the crypto EMP to make sure that they're taking some damage from that. All of Team Rockstar, I believe, sitting inside as well. Team Razor, Android trying to heal, has that knockdown shield there, and there is the move from Team Rockstar. There goes the bubble coming in as Matt Pickett's still fully healthy. Tex there with the Mastiff. Already used his EMP, we saw that one, but there goes CLG doing CLG things. Again, it's Lou. Again, it's Madness, the last two players alive.
But Applejacks are full three here, and they are ready to push up on them right now. The bubble has already been used. Aves is down to the last two mags for this as the jump out comes, but Madness will fall. Trinal picking that one up, and just like that, Applejack.
It's like, that's just a wasted utility, and now they're looking to go towards this door. Oh my gosh, that's TSM just with a full send. They scan the door, they realize they're a little bit split, and they mop the Applejacks in seconds.
Yeah, Team Pringles tried to come in for the third party, but the instant swivel. Yeah, the armor swaps for TSM there. They're just cleaning up the lobby. The Cooler's the only team left now to try and challenge as they go above and top. We have the gravity lift being used to regain the high ground. Reps has fallen, and Cooler might have found the opportunities. Playing this out in a 2v2 up against TSM. The Craver, though, in the hands of Yuki. Not quite what you want here in this final fight, but Cooler will be
to get back to that same building that they're at, just like what Team Pringles is doing. So nice shots right there on the Octane as Panders is going to go down. Like that 2-4 scope on the scout there.
Sentinels, you got to be careful as Dell throws in that thermite, the black hole as well, keeping them in place, allows him to push up. Great damage with that Eva 8 as they get the knock onto Senox. It's all up to Retzi left in a 1v3, and he goes down.
Who knows what it was, but they're coming through looking for back-to-back dubs here. They have players stuck inside the building. The res has to be stopped, and you can see just a sliver of that player as well. The grenade doesn't land. He's going to be using that knockdown shield, gets the finish and the other finish.
And force maybe some 1v2s. Nope. Yuki does not make that a possibility whatsoever. Cooler drop down and take 2 games in a row. Rockstar, they're getting pressured right now. Tech, his drone did get broken, and so he's waiting for that cooldown to come back up. The Nox gas grenade was dropped right on top of them. They lost it out, and now it's going to be Pop-Tarts coming in to try and finish this one all off. They have the man advantage. They get the kill onto Team Rockstar, change their focus on to Rice Krispies as Impulse does go down, but Stomps and Lucas has plenty of damage left in the tank as well. But oh no, their armors have been cracked. They haven't been able to take out the third player quite yet. Playing around the knockdown shields. Pop-Tarts versus Rice Krispie Treats. As Stomps is going to have the gall to actually hit that bat, and that's because Casper has backed off himself, and now with the additional heals, they'll be able to push up, and Pop-Tarts take the final win of the...
Man, Wednesday was a ton of fun as well. Watching TSM just control the lobby throughout was really a blast. Cooler was impressive as well, but let's take a peek at how the standings shook out. TSM up at the top with 70. The crazy thing, Team Pop-Tarts went into that last game, were actually able to take the win in Game 6, but 5 kills for TSM in that final game was what pushed them over the top. They really went after CLG, who was right on their heels going into that final game, did just what they needed to do to come out with the victory. So good on TSM. That's 2 weeks in a row that they have been able to top the charts on Wednesday night. So they're certainly a team to keep an eye on. Team Pop-Tarts in second. They have moved up now to the top of our branded squads leaderboard. You can see them there at 400 points. They were sitting in second place coming into this week, just behind Team Pringles. As I mentioned earlier, it wasn't as impressive of a week from Team Pringles. They have dropped down to second though, so not too bad for them, but we'll hope again to see them pick it up next week. It is a 28-point lead for Team Pop-Tarts. We've also got Cheez-Its and Rockstar sitting inside the top 4. As you can see that box on your screen right now, those 4 teams are the ones that will qualify for next season if they can hold on to those spots. The bottom 5 would have to re-qualify for those sponsorships, for those spots in Series E Season 3. So right now, Pop-Tarts, Pringles, Cheez-Its, and Rockstar feeling pretty good, but they're going to want to open up that gap. You can see Team Razor just 1 point behind Team Rockstar. So it's going to be a very tight race. Plenty of action still to go. We'll have to see how things shake out. All right, now that we've seen how things shook out in the leaderboard, we can look forward to the action for next week. Just a final reminder, again, typically we're playing on Tuesday and Wednesday, but a bit of a schedule change for next week. We're going to be moving to Friday, April 9th and Saturday, April 10th. It's a 4:30 start on Friday Pacific time, a 2:30 start on Saturday Pacific time as well, so don't miss out. Now looking at the teams and what we can maybe expect, certainly Charlotte Phoenix is a team we're going to be excited for. They've taken 2 weeks in a row. They're going to look to make the three-peat. I'm looking at Team Pop-Tarts and Applejacks to try and challenge them. They had really solid weeks this time around on both nights. And if I'm predicting, I'm thinking Pop-Tarts is actually going to take it. Lucas has looked really clean. As I said earlier, he's got that squad working really, really well. So I'm thinking Pop-Tarts is going to take it on Tuesday night, knock Charlotte Phoenix off of their podium. Heading over to Wednesdays, another squad that's taken 2 in a row, TSM. They've looked really strong. Now, while they didn't win a single game, they were able to take first place on the night overall, just with the sheer fragging power that they brought to the table and still placing high in multiple games. So good on them. We'll see if that can continue. I'm looking for hopefully Team Rockstar and Razor to reverse their fortunes, as well as Team Pringles on pro nights. A lot of our branded teams continue to show up strong against this tougher competition, and I'm looking for them to reverse their fortune. If I'm picking a team, though, I'm loving TSM to make the three-peat. They have looked super strong. Hal has them working really well. I'm taking TSM on Wednesday night. In other Apex news, the ALGs Winter Circuit playoffs did close out just last weekend. NRG took the top spot powered by their new addition, Sweet Dreams, and took home a whopping $48,000 for their grand prize. So congratulations to them, and we certainly look forward to seeing them back in our Series E Pro Nights come next week. Behind them was Solafide in second, and the always impressive TSM in third. To close out the top 5, it was CLG and Team Liquid. Love the performances from all of those squads. If you guys want to continue to follow what's going on with ALGS, make sure to head over to twitch.tv/playapex. To close out the day, however, we've got T Squared ready to sit down with Ziki of Third Impact. Let's see what's going on.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Final Circle in the part of Series E where we interview one of our pro teams and pro players. We have Ziki from Third Impact. How you doing, Ziki?
I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, so I want to know about your guys' team. Obviously, been casting your guys' games for a while, know a lot about your guys' play styles, but tell me a little about you guys' people, how you guys met and how you guys formed your team.
Well, it started like, I would say a year ago almost. I had a little break. I was thinking about like quitting Apex, and then I came back after like 2 months, and Balloon on that time was looking for one with Fjellern on the Third Impact back in the day, and I knew Balloon from like way back from H1, so it was kind of easy to connect to each other. And then we started playing as me, FJ, and Balloon, and then FJ decided to quit. So we started looking for Third, and the best free agent on like our terms, what we were looking was Chaz, and we picked him up.
For someone that's kind of new to watching you guys play, how would you guys describe your guys' play style?
Well, we're just playing full edge, come late, try to farm kills. That's pretty much our playstyle.
and you guys drop over towards the epicenter refinery area. You guys love to fight.
Yeah.
You guys love taking fights. You guys were going over towards the back of refinery a lot today. It looked like you guys had
Yeah.
Nestle Pure Life's number, but then they started to, win those fights out towards the end. But it seems like you guys are very resilient, and you guys are continuing to, go and you guys make those pushes. Is that something that you continue to move forward so you can just improve on those things and make sure that you have those mastered?
Yeah, no, 100%. That's like our game plan. Like if somebody lands a refinery, we like no, it's isolated fight. There is nobody there, so we try to fight them as soon as possible. And like we know we have better loot than them. So yeah, today was kind of garbage day. I like played super bad on those fights.
Well, you guys started off hot. You got the win. You guys took down TSM over towards the tree side. What was it like for you guys, with 3 south zones in a row going over towards epicenter and refinery? Was that kind of a long haul for you guys? Were you guys like, oh man, another one?
Nah, it's been like that for like a month now. Like always the thermal or like south sorting zones. So kind of getting used to them.
Yeah,
But no,
it's been a lot
definitely
of thermal. It's been a lot of thermal, a lot of tree recently. What's it been like playing in the North America lobbies? Obviously, Series E is a little bit unique where we get a mix of the European and the North America teams. What's the difference in play styles? How do you feel about that?
I think there is much more space open. Like overall, like NA, like people, I don't know, they don't rotate or they don't know what spots are good. Like compared to EU lobbies, at least, I think that's the biggest difference.
Yeah, there's a handful of players that like to get inside the middle, but I think that there's a lot of teams very similar to y'all where they love to kind of play the edge and they love to fight it out, and we've seen kind of a mix of that today. What's your experience been like with your team going in from Series E and then applying that into the ALGs? Do you guys feel like you guys love kind of getting that mix and applying those things that you're learning going forward? Because we see you guys always perform in the ALGs. You guys perform in Series E's too, but what's it been like playing? Have you been enjoying Series E?
Well, the series is a nice extra to have, especially like know some NA teams how they play, get used to the play style. Hopefully have like some lands soon, so can apply the like what we have learned. So I think that's the biggest thing for us to learn more from the NA side of the things.
Well, Ziki, it's been a pleasure getting to know you and your team. Any shout outs that you want to give?
Nah, I don't have any shout outs. Shout out to Third Impact. Shout out to Third Impact.
Shout out to Third Impact. Exactly. Well, we'll be watching you guys every Wednesday here on our Pro Day. We appreciate having you a part of Series E. Have a lot of fun casting your games, and best of luck in all of your tournaments going forward.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys, that's it for Final Circle, and that's it with our interview with Ziki. Make sure that you guys tune in every Tuesday and Wednesday to watch Series E.